Do you want to start a YouTube channel without ever having to show your face or make your own videos? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 niches that you need to get into to make thousands of dollars a month with YouTube ad revenue without ever having to record a video. Hi guys, my name is Zach and I actually make money with this method. I have multiple YouTube channels that make me money without ever having to show my face or create my own content. I just have a team of people to find content online and create the videos for me. Now before we get into the top 5 faceless channels you should start, let's take a look at one of my channels that's done very well for the past year. As you can see, this is one of my channels, and in only a couple of months I generated almost $50,000. $46,000 to be exact. Now as you can see, the amount of money I make fluctuates between $300 to about $500 a day, and there are even some spikes where I make up to $700 a day. And in this channel, I don't even have a voice for the videos that I create. Alright, so the first niche you guys need to get into is the scary story niche. The example channel we're going to use is a channel called Creeps McPasta. Basically, all they do is they have people read scary stories. It's a very big niche with a huge potential. Let's take a look at one of their videos to see their exact method.
It made me happy too. And when they asked me to be Carmen's godparent, I didn't hesitate to say yes.
See, that's beautiful. They don't even have text on the screen. It's just someone reading a scary story and just stock images in the background. They're totally easy to create. I've noticed with these type of channels, a lot of people like to play them while they sleep because it kind of helps them soothe them to sleep, which probably means its watch time is insane. Now let's take a look on an app called Social Blade to see how much money they could be making per month. It says here they could be making up to $9,000 a month for making super basic YouTube videos that you don't even need to create yourself. And as you guys can see, they upload every 2 days. So if you guys can just go in there and upload more consistently and more frequently, you can outrank them in the YouTube algorithm. Now the crazy part about this specific niche is that you can also monetize through different platforms as well. If we go into their description, you can see that they have a Spotify and iTunes account. If you go to their Spotify, you can see that they have every single recording on Spotify as well. So they're making money through YouTube and Spotify streams as well, which is an insane way to grow your income. As you can see, they're also doing something called affiliate marketing, because you can see in their description they have a link to check out the author's book. So it's crazy how this isn't even their story. They found a story online, read it, and put it up. And it's a great thing for the author as well, because now so many people are seeing the author's story, which means the author gets more exposure. And I guarantee you he's making a commission on every single sale from that book. Let's take a look at another channel. Alright, channel number 4 is called NonStop Sports. This is one of my favorite channels. I love talking about this one because it fits a huge niche, and honestly I'm a pretty big sports fan myself, so I would have so much fun making a channel like this. As you can see, they mostly focus on the NBA and they just talk about different facts about the NBA and its players. It's so genius.
These are not the worst players in the NBA. They just disappointed us the most. Here are 7 stars who heavily underperformed in the 2022 NBA playoffs. D'Angelo Russell.
That's so beautiful. They even have their own graphics team to make it more appealing to watch. Now this channel is amazing. This is what I'm talking about. Now let's take a look at their Social Blade to see how much money they could be making. Do I have to say anything else? This is insane. $50,000 a month from this channel. And I guarantee their overhead isn't that high because all they need is a graphic designer and a voice actor and a video editor. Their videos aren't that long, so less than 10 minutes. So I would assume that honestly, they're probably paying about $100 a video, maybe even a little more, about maybe $150. Now the one thing about this niche is that the CPM isn't very high. What CPM is, it's basically how much YouTube pays you per 1,000 views. And YouTube will pay higher or lower depending on the type of videos you make. For example, if you look at someone like Graham Stephan, he has a very high CPM because he makes his videos about finance. And people who watch finance videos are more likely to spend money and click on advertisements about finance. That means that people will pay more to get in front of the people who watch that type of content. Whereas sports is much more of a general topic, so as a result, people aren't willing to pay as much to get in front of those people. Alright, so for number 3, let's get into a niche that has a lot higher CPM so you guys can make much more money per 1,000 views. This channel is called Satoshi Stacker, and in this channel, basically all he does is give Bitcoin and crypto advice. And he never shows his face. He just records his screen and gives his topics and his takes on the actual market.
Very important video because you can see that Bitcoin is pumping right now, but as you know, recently, the last couple of months, I have been telling you that any pump here, I think, is going to meet resistance, reaching this level previous.
And it's so beautiful because you can never run out of content because Bitcoin is a topic that's always changing. People are always getting into crypto. People are always making more crypto coins. So at this point, you can make content forever, which is amazing. This guy, he doesn't show his face, but he does use his own voice. So if you guys feel like you're uncomfortable with using your own face, maybe you could try your own voice first to see if you're comfortable with that. Or you could just hire a voice actor as well. Now this guy, Social Blade, says he could be making up to $3,000 a month, but I'm telling you guys, the Bitcoin niche is a very, very high CPM niche because again, it's about finance. So I suggest it's probably double, even triple what Social Blade says. Because Social Blade doesn't take CPM into account. That's the one thing that makes it sort of inaccurate. They take the average CPM of all YouTube channels and just give you a rough estimate. Now for me, for example, Social Blade said I was making half of what I was actually making on one of my channels. So that's how you know that it's not completely accurate. And of course, this guy's monetizing his channel in so many different ways. If we go down and look at his description, you can see that he links to a trade bot. Basically, this allows you to see all of his trades and get inside his inner circle. And of course, his own followers would love to see that, love to be involved with it. So of course, they would be willing to pay to actually get into that inner circle. So there's so many different ways to monetize a channel without showing your face or even worrying about ad revenue in the beginning. Alright, niche number 2 that you guys can get started in today is called the Young Entrepreneurs Forum. All this channel talks about is just entrepreneurship. They talk about business ideas, finding purpose in life, managing your money, and everything in between.
If you're looking for some inspiration, here are 20 business ideas to get you started.
Again, they don't show their face. In this channel, they actually have animations, which is something that's very eye-catching and can separate you from the competition. And it's super easy to find an animator for your videos. What you want to do is go on a website called Fiverr. And once you're on Fiverr, you want to look for animators. And as you can see, there's so many different options you could choose from. They have 3D animations, 2D animations, animations for lo-fi, 2D explainer videos, which starts only at $55, which honestly isn't that much money for how in-depth a lot of animations are. So let's see how much money this channel is making. It says they could be making up to $1.7 thousand a month, but this niche is also a very high CPM niche too because it's an entrepreneurship niche similar to people like Graham7 and me, Kevin. So personally, I'd say that their CPM is probably around $25 to $30, which means that they're probably making twice to 3 times this number. Alright, now niche number 5 you guys can get into is called the health niche. This niche talks about the body, foods you should eat, how to work out, how to stay healthy, lower cholesterol, and stuff like that.
But what if we tell you the secret to healthy skin is in your kitchen? You heard that right. The food you eat has an everlasting impact on your skin.
It's a super professional and easy to make animations that aren't too hard but visually catching. And as you can see, these guys have been in the game for a while. They already have 4 million subscribers. However, just upload more than them. On a consistent schedule and you can outrank them in the YouTube algorithm. Now this is what I'm talking about. They could be making up to $27,000 a month, which is unbelievably insane. All from YouTube ad revenue. I'm not even talking about sponsorships or merchandise they sell. So it's honestly amazing what you can do with all these opportunities. Now if you guys want a super in-depth step-by-step tutorial on how to actually create the YouTube automation channels and hire people to put them in the right place so you never have to make the content yourself, then click the first link in my description below and check out my course called the Alabre Automation Academy. I'll also give you the top high CPM niches to get started in, as well as a step-by-step tutorial if you're a complete beginner, so you guys can get started completely from scratch. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you.